Nice. Ooh, a stick. It's a pretty good stick. I'm sure those of you who know me in real life would say I'm very right brain dominant. I'm this head in the cloud creative type who makes emotionally charged decisions and just word vomits this subjective, opinionated nonsense whenever you... Not true. In fact, everything you know about your brain and creativity is a lie. Right versus left brain dominance is not like being right or left-handed. That's not how your brain works. Let me show you. In the 1960s, Roger W. Sperry performed a surgery where he snipped the little connecty bit that separated the two halves of the brain. Gross. He concluded that the two halves of the brain were in charge of completing different types of tasks, but they still work in tandem together. 60 years of journalists essentially playing a giant game of telephone by sourcing credit to each other back and forth a few hundred times leaves us with the myth: some people are left brain dominant, some people are right brain dominant. Let's flip the profile from earlier on its head real quick. I've heard people say, even friends and family, that they don't know how to be creative. They claim to be left brain, down-to-earth analytical types who can point out patterns and make rationally charged decisions. Contrary to popular belief, creativity is not gifted to you. When you're born, Zeus doesn't zap you with his glowy lightning bolt and you're either born logical or creative. That's just not how that works, at all. Just like everything else in life, it takes repetition. If you practice and put in the work, you'll see results. I'm not good at basketball, but this is what I wrote in the script for an analogy for repetition and practice and results, and you know what I'm talking about. First try. Nope. Kobe. Oh, LeBron. Jordan. Dude, perfect. Ah, man. I don't know any other basketball players' names. First try. Ah! Court sweat. First try. First try. Larry Bird. Oh my God. First try. Oh! I mean, that was just my first try. That was incredible. That took like 30 minutes. I'm so tired. Recently, I had the honor of speaking with Professor Scott Durbin, one of the creators and stars of the Playhouse Disney show, The Imagination Movers. We basically talked about creativity and his take on the power of imagination.
And so I think one of the reasons we started the Movers was really to encourage creativity in kids. And initially, the whole idea of the Movers was that it was a metaphor for the brain, of a child's brain, where problems would come. And then we would go to work in the idea warehouse, which is just essentially a brain. That's why there's so many rooms there. It's really limitless and infinite in that respect. You know, we had this full concept for the TV show where we were sort of the physical manifestation of the child's problem-solving creative process. Mm-hmm. Like that you could just try something like even embodied in my character, something crazy, but it might work, you know? Mm-hmm. Goes without saying, but that was what we sort of pushed, kind of all our chips in on, was music and creativity. By performing live, bad notes and all, and clams were part of the creative process. And so we were never like puppets to a track, you know? And not to say that there's anything wrong with people who use tracks in live situations, but for us, there's an energy that's created that is palpable and very real when it comes to being able to change on a dime in a live setting, musically speaking. Music became sort of the tenet of the creative process, and encouraging kids to explore music as a way to encourage, to promote their ability to be creative. Continue to push yourself to, be creative as an individual, and never let that kind of lessen because of the money trap of like having to pay for the bills. That's the reality, but you can find a nice balance of being a creative individual and then paying the bills. I wholeheartely believe that. It's just a matter of like hard work. And so, with our motto, reach high, think big, work hard, have fun, it served us well. So hopefully it'll serve you well as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
The Imagination Movers was one of my favorite shows growing up, and getting to talk to Scott was insane. It was crazy. It was so cool. The Movers have this motto, reach high, think big, work hard, have fun. And I think that perfectly encapsulates the idea of this balance between the left and the right side of the brain. It's something I'm really trying to internalize. Anyone can be creative, and creativity can come from anyone. If you want more Movers content, please, please, please go check out my buddy Justin from the YouTube channel Justin Talks Puppets. He posted a video today about the history of the Movers and answers the question, where is the warehouse mouse puppet right now? We planned this. It's the big Movers Day collab. Happy Movers Day. Everyone be cool. We're calling Justin. Justin!
Hey!
Happy Movers Day. It's the big day.
There you go. Happy Movers Day, man.
It's Movers Day. Everyone say hi. Say hi to Justin.
It's the big day.
It's the big day. We've been playing it for a generation.
Right? All that for one day.
Justin, I gotta go.
I always had sort of this view of try to empowering kids to look at a stick, and I use this kind of metaphor as anything but a stick. It can be a flute, it can be a baton, it could be a drum or drumstick instead of sticks. It could be anything but just a stick. You can use the power of imagination to really elevate that into anything that you want it to be.